On this episode of Parables, I want to briefly describe the difference between Facebook ads and YouTube ads and where I think both platforms play a critical role in your small business. Marketing, and this is episode 5 of our Parable series, where I take you, the viewer, on a journey to learn how to use video marketing in your brand and in your business to grow your bottom line. If you're new to the channel, you've never seen us before, consider subscribing below and follow us along on this journey to help you grow your business with video. Facebook ads and YouTube ads. Nick, which one should I focus on? What should I do for my business? Where are they good? Where are they bad? Give me the nitty gritty, the nuts and bolts of both of these platforms. Now, before I do that, you have to understand that both platforms are used differently. One is not better than the other. In fact, I made a video about this that I'll put somewhere here, either at the top or it'll be at the end, where I talk about Facebook versus YouTube on an organic level, meaning I'm not putting any money into ads. I'm just trying to use the platforms to grow my business on an organic, presence. That's great. But when it comes to advertising, you have to know where they excel and where they are deficient and how they compare to one another. Now, again, one is not better than the other. I do think that you need both, and there's a good place for both. And let's get into Facebook. Facebook ads can either be top of funnel or they can be bottom funnel of your advertising campaign. And when I say bottom funnel, top of funnel, it's really where do people come in and where do they go out? And so when you think about people making buying decisions, usually they start off at a level of awareness. They're trying to determine, what their problems are and what the solutions are, and then ultimately they're making decisions. And depending on what you're targeting would really depend on where Facebook falls in line with that. Okay, so here's what I mean by that more specifically. Let's take the example that you are wanting to target teachers on your ad. You want to put your ad in front of teachers. This could be for insurance, this could be for homes, this could be for cars, it could be for anything. You want to sell to teachers. Well, YouTube or Google Ads, they don't have the ability to target based on occupation right now as I record this. So you wouldn't start with them as your top of funnel targeting. You wouldn't start with, that wouldn't be the platform of choice. You would start with Facebook, where you could target teachers. So Facebook would be top of funnel for occupations, and YouTube would be bottom funnel. You would retarget on YouTube to get in front of people based on their occupation. You would collect the data, and that's the difference, is whatever you're targeting really depends on where you're starting, top of funnel or bottom of funnel, Facebook or YouTube. All right, today we are in the beautiful city of Quebec, Canada. Gonna have some fun today. Gonna pal around, see everything that Canada has to offer, and enjoy ourselves. And before, I talked about where you would use Facebook ads and where bottom funnel, top of funnel, what you're targeting, where Facebook ads make the most amount of sense. Now, if you're starting on Facebook, it's a great idea to retarget that same audience on YouTube and really try to have a full, all-encompassing approach to an omni-channel approach to where your audience is seeing you. But where does it make sense for YouTube? If we're going to understand how YouTube advertising works, let's understand why people are using the platform. People use YouTube because they want to be entertained and they want to be educated. They want to learn, they want to have fun, they want to just kind of go down the rabbit hole of just watching videos and either being entertained, or they want to really get deep on a subject. Where YouTube ads make the most amount of sense and where you might start with them is if you're wanting to get in front of people based on what they're searching for. So if you know the things that they're searching for, you know the keywords, the queries, everything that they're researching or that they're watching for entertainment, that's a great way to start. So YouTube would be top of funnel when you're wanting to get in front of search intent. And then Facebook would be your bottom funnel where you're retargeting them, getting them, you're making offers, you're directing conversation and advertising for direct response right at them. That's where you would use Facebook. So do you need both? You need both. I'll give you an example. So if I'm searching for, if I know my customer is searching for home insurance in Sacramento, California, right, where I live, I know for a fact that over 220,000 searches happen for that on YouTube every single month. So if I want to get in front of that, I can. And I would start that as top of funnel. And then I would retarget on Facebook. It all depends on what your objective is, on what you're trying to go after. There's not a platform that's better. There's not a platform that is stronger. It really depends on you, the advertiser, the marketer, on where you're going to start. All right, so let's talk about the two platforms and where they excel. And let's also talk about how the two platforms have done a lot recently to almost kind of mimic one another, and the things that make each platform really strong, they've kind of brought into their own ecosystem. Let's talk about Facebook. You'll watch a video and then you'll get sucked into a rabbit hole where you're watching, you know, what could almost be hours of video content. They want to keep you on the platform. And this is intentional. You'll be in your news feed and then you'll see a post in your news feed that will say something similar to, this is similar to other pieces of content you've engaged with. And Facebook has done a lot to kind of do what YouTube has done so well, and that is to make video a strong part of its platform. Whereas on YouTube, with YouTube ads, they've done a lot to mimic, Google ads have done a lot to mimic what Facebook has done so well with maximizing conversions and getting the algorithm to find people who are likely to convert on an ad. And Google has brought this into their ecosystem as well. It's relatively new as I film this. And they know that for an advertising sake, you want to find people that are most likely to become leads or prospects. And this is powerful. If you're not doing this in your YouTube ads, you really need to be doing it. Luckily, it's something we teach all of our students how to do, but it's what we put a strong emphasis on. But it's amusing and entertaining to watch how the two platforms do their best to compete with one another. And this is why you don't want to just rely on one platform. You really need to be versed in both platforms, and you should be using Facebook ads and you should be using Google ads in your business. So I had to come here to a French cafe because I wanted to take, this is probably as close as French cafe and sipping coffee that I'm going to get to, so I had to take it in. But I want to talk about what my favorite uses of the platforms are and how I use them. So I run a lot of YouTube ads first. I make that the top ad that I run. I want to get in front of people based on their search intent. I want to get in front of them based on the things that they're searching for on Google or YouTube. So I'm going to run an ad to them. It's going to be an in-stream ad or a discovery ad, and I'm going to run an ad to them that is talking about the things that they're searching for. And then what I'm going to do is the people that click over to my landing page, I'm going to retarget those people on Facebook. That's how I like to do it. So I make the two platforms talk to each other. I make the two platforms work in harmony with each other so that they are both leveraging the strengths that they have to reach my desired audience. Here's your made you look moment of truth when it comes to YouTube ads versus Facebook ads. It is unwise to just rely on one platform. It is in your best advantage to make sure that you are using both Facebook and YouTube when it comes to marketing and the distribution of your business message. You have to have both. As I walk through the streets of Quebec here with my coffee in hand, I'm reminded of when I first started doing YouTube ads. It was something that I almost completely abandoned Facebook with, and that was a bad idea. It was bad because I was missing out on a huge segment of the population that was interested or needed to hear what my product or service had to solve, and I was neglecting it. And as a result, I was losing business, and I don't want that from you. I want you to make sure that you are tying in and you are integrating both Google ads, YouTube, and Facebook ads, and that you are making both a strong two-legged chair on your branding message. If you like this video, do me a favor, comment. Tell me where you agree, tell me where you disagree. Comment below, tell me what you're gonna do with using both platforms in conjunction together, tying them together. How are you gonna make that happen? What story are you gonna tell? What message are you gonna propel using Facebook and YouTube? Comment below, subscribe to the channel, let me know, and I'll see you on the next episode of Parables.